Tony, are you gonna fight Mike Tyson next? Yeah, I'm gonna crush him. That was a really good right hand from Tucker that might have been the hardest punch Mike Tyson ever took. Tucker was the first guy to really shake Tyson up, a right hand, then a left. And Tyson got rocked. That was the first time anyone had ever seen that. Tony Tucker was the one who figured out how to handle that famous peekaboo style. What an uppercut from Douglas. Tyson goes down. And he wasn't afraid of Mike Tyson's scary reputation. Cheering champion against champion, a 23-pound weight difference, both undefeated. Get ready for a huge battle between two giants of that time. You either walk the walk or run the run. Like they say, that was a nice right hand from Tucker. The 21-year-old Mike Tyson had faced a lot of big hitters before Tyson was invited to this fight. There was an uppercut, a big left hook, goodnight, a 23-pound weight advantage. And he landed it right there. Two unbeaten fighters. There's a left hand. He's down. Again, it's over. Oh, that uppercut got right through his guard, and he finished him in the first round. He's not done yet. And tough champions, that was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head. Perfect. After winning both the WBA and WBC belts, Mike had to face IBF champion Tony TNT Tucker at 6'5". The undefeated Tucker had a great build, sharp counter punches, and perfect footwork. He shows you everything. But he's taking his time. He's looking for an opening. There's a good right hand to the side and power in both hands. Just like people expected. Thomas is down. 34 men had given their whole lives to boxing just to challenge Tucker, and every single one of them failed to make a mark, and he's got him against the ropes. I mean, really on the ropes. I don't think Washington can land anything this round. In his last two fights, Tucker beat James Broad, who was one of Tyson's best friends. James Broad is like one of my best friends now, and he landed some really good punches. We've got Broad in big trouble right now. Double left hook from Tony Tucker, and Broad is stuck against the ropes. Tony Tucker with a left and a right. Broad takes a hard left right to the side of his face. The scores were 117 to 109, 118 to 111. The judges were just as impressed. Then he beat the man who turned Mike's career around, Buster Douglas, a few minutes ago. But it's still the same story. That was a right hand from Tucker, not a bad shot, and Douglas looks like he's done. Douglas is on shaky legs and about to fall. A right hand behind him, and another right. Douglas is in serious trouble on the ropes. He almost got stopped, and now it's over. Tony, are you gonna fight Mike Tyson next? Yeah, I want to unify the titles, he says. Tyson is predictable for Tucker to say something that's silly. Well, that was his downfall, you know. It led to a sad ending for this story. It was a fight between the two best fighters in the world at that time. He can fight a little bit. He's not the easy when everybody thinks he is. I think he can fight, and I think it's going to be a really exciting fight. Even though both fighters were almost perfect, the mountain was just too high for both of them to climb. Their combined record was an amazing 64-0. The big question for this fight was who hit harder, Kid Dynamite or TNT, so that's what everyone wanted to see. And if Tony Tucker can't beat Mike Tyson, he might try to blind him or just run the run. Like they say, we'll see what kind of plan Tucker brings. The fight started, and Tyson didn't want it to last long, but is he strong enough to do that? That was a good right hand from Tucker. Then, out of nowhere, a sharp uppercut hit Tyson and really rocked him. That was the first time we'd ever seen Tyson shaken like that. It looked like a one-time mistake. But again and again, those uppercuts kept landing. Another right hand, but he took it a different way. He's got the left hook. There was another good right hand from Tucker. That was a great example. That uppercut was Tony about to take control. That was a good right hand from Tucker again. With those uppercuts, Barry, he knows that uppercut well. A great left hand from Tyson right at the bell, cheering, seeing a flaw in his fighter. Tyson's coach Kevin Rooney gave him a quick fix. Don't look for the big shot to the head, go for the body instead. Starting in round 4, Tyson starts working the body, softening him up. We should point out that there was a plan to set up the head for later attacks. Left uppercut, left hook, set up the left hand. That was a good left hand, a solid shot, and Tyson with another push and another one to try and frustrate him. That was a left hand from TNT. He didn't like the change, so he tried to tire Tyson out by breaking up his attacks and making him carry both their weight. There was a right hand from Tyson coming toward his head. The uppercut had been doing great work, but as one wise man once said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And then there was a big right hand. Tucker says, no, I'm not hurt. I always find energy by pushing a guy off. Right hand by. No, there it is. That's what you have to do. There was a big left hand, but by the 8th round, The coaches were trying to protect their fighter, so they put more Vaseline on Tucker's face than you'd find in a whole salon. But even with all that, Tucker never gave up. I think he watched my fights before. Yeah, I think so too. I think his timing isn't as good as yours. Frustration comes when your man doesn't always listen. You do what you do, and he stayed strong all the way to the end. Once again, Tucker tries to be clever and ends up worse off, still joking around with Tyson, which gets the crowd excited. Well, when you do that, I know it's worth it because I invented it. You've got to be careful. Tucker seems to be fighting against these so-called experts. I'm going to show you. This is what he did. Yeah, he has. See, if he loses the fight, he's probably made more friends than in his 34 fights before now. It looks like TNT shined early and finished strong, while Tyson won most of the rounds. No, I'm okay, it's over. Well, Tony Tucker talked the talk and walked the walk, but the winner by unanimous decision and the undisputed heavyweight champion is Iron Mike Tyson. Cheering. It was hard to tell because he held a lot. He throws really fast punches, that's true, and he really rocked you in the first round and rocked Tyson. That was the first time we'd ever seen Tyson rock. Yes, he did. He's a very hard puncher. Tony TNT was the first to hurt Mike Tyson and give him a real fight, showing that Tucker could match the beast who had destroyed everyone else. Tony, you fought much better than a lot of people thought you could. You really hurt him early in the first round. What happened after that? Why couldn't you follow up? Well, you know, it's no secret in boxing. Early in training, I hurt my right hand, and it gave me problems after the second round when I hit him, but I still think I outboxed him. I was moving well. Mike Tyson, he's a young kid. He's what everybody, everybody came here expecting him to win, in his favor. If it was a close fight, I figured they'd give it to him anyway, but I still think I beat him, but that's okay. The world knows Tony Tuck is for real. Experts saw him cause problems for everyone in the heavyweight division, but despite what people believed later on, Tucker mostly fought in his comfort zone. You get hit in the liver, and that's it. Past his prime and down, and whenever he faced top-level opponents, he came up short at 6'5". They'll cancel it all out, and Tucker goes down. Cheering. Still the heavyweight champion of the world. Cheering. But the biggest achievement of Tucker's career, in our opinion, is making a plan to beat Iron Mike. The punch that ends it all. Oh, what an uppercut from Douglas. Down goes Tyson. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. That really helps us make better content.